All right, welcome back to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, Eric Rodriguez, every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time, here to talk about the greatest thing in the world, professional wrestling. So make sure you guys smash that like and subscribe button to the show. We talk about all the action inside and outside the ring, backstage curtain calls, all the rumors and all the drama. We talk about WWE stars, AEW stars, every wrestling star out there. We talk about their inactive statuses, their injury updates. We talk about contract negotiations, extensions, and new signings amongst promotions. We talk about WWE to AEW to TNA to Ring of Honor. If it makes major news in the world of professional wrestling, we talk about it here on this show 1010%. All right, so without further ado, we got our fifth and final segment. We got WrestleMania going to Paris. Obviously, WWE has been spoken of. They have been... Basically, they stamped their ticket to everybody, knowing that they're going to go international. And it wouldn't be surprised. It really, honestly would not be a surprise. Last year, WWE Backlash was big. It was in France. It was absolutely insane. Obviously, with WWE going international, you had multi-platinum recording artist, singer Bad Bunny make an impact, basically saying that, in that San Juan fight at Backlash in 2023 was one of the best moments of his life. A lot of countries, they want WWE to come, to come produce a show. And it wouldn't be such a bad idea. WrestleMania going to Paris in Europe, are you kidding me? They would get absolutely they'd get all the love. You had ABC, you had NBC, you had CBS. You would have them, this would be big. This would automatically be one of the biggest shows ever. Absolutely ever. WWE Backlash in France had one of the highest gates in the World Wrestling Entertainment history. Them coming possibly to, outside U.S. soil, I feel like right now it's more than a possibility. I feel like it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. It all depends on when they're going to do it, when it's going to happen. Because with WWE's new deal with Netflix is the highest streaming service in the world. Now, that's not much of a surprise. They've been around longer than other people. But you give more of a different, nuanced approach to professional wrestling. For WWE fans, you kind of get this niche audience that you might not necessarily reach if you have Monday Night Raw on broadcasting on the USA Network. But on Netflix, this is a whole different ballgame, ladies and gentlemen. This is a whole different ballgame. Triple H, Paul Levesque, and the WWE are basically running rampant all over the world, basically on a quest to make everybody a wrestling fan. And I feel like it could be done. You have this entertainment factor. I feel like inside the WWE you have a little bit, I feel like in the United States, Americans are kind of like, oh, yeah, we know it's fake, I'm not going to watch it because it's fake, because it sucks, this and that and the other. And then in other countries, you have them like basically be like, oh yeah, we know it's fake, but it's part of the show. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like they more or less kind of embrace that theatrical value of professional wrestling, the entertainment. Also, but at the same time, admire some of the physical capabilities you see inside the ring constantly on a night-to-night basis on weekly broadcasted shows and monthly broadcasted PLEs. So, not that I'm saying that, outside the United States, people kind of appreciate professional wrestling more, but you've seen Saudi Arabia, you've seen in France, you've seen outside in Latin America. These guys go crazy. They see WWE come to their country and they buy tickets, they buy plane tickets, they buy expensive hotel accommodations because they don't care. The world wants to see WWE. And like I said, on Netflix, it's like a match made in heaven. WWE definitely has hit a global standard. They are going to be internationally known. They're going to be all over the world and in every single household. It's gonna. I wonder how many countries. How many languages the WWE is broadcasted in. I know it's live over in 180 countries. I know that for a fact. But I don't know. I just think it's big, and fans love it. Fans loved some WWE, so I definitely think it's it's super cool. Nick Khan confirms that heading to Paris for a PLE in 2025 is definitely going to happen. During a fireside chat with Khan in Las Vegas, Khan confirmed that the Paris PLE will take place later in the year. No exact date or location. WrestleMania Backlash events usually, kind of fit the bill in that sort of case. An event to solidify that WrestleMania, kind of WrestleMania like a clean slate. France will add to the list of, destinations. Bad Bunny is still, he wants WWE to have a PLE in Puerto Rico. Once again, he even had this to say, and I quote: he says, he wants to put my life at risk in the ring. He wants to scare his mother. He wants to be like that PLE he's seen all his life growing up watching professional wrestling. So I thought that was actually pretty cool, pretty badass. WWE Elimination Chambers, it's going to be in Toronto, Canada. You have your Crown Jewel. You have your, what's the other one? Crown Jewel. And Clash at the Castle. And there's another Crown Jewel. What's the other one? I can't think of it right now. I can't believe it. Damn it. You have all these international PLEs, and just like you kind of notice right now in WWE, you have a little bit more international champions that you've had, as opposed to like back in the day. You have Obafemi, the NXT World Champion, Rhea Ripley from Australia. She's the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Julia from Japan. You have Chelsea Green from Canada. Shinsuke Nakamura. You have all these rising stars. You have Gunther, of course, as well from Austria. All these international presence. And I feel like Penta also will, kind of stake his claim against Braun Breaker for that WWE Intercontinental Championship. You have all these international different approaches coming to professional wrestling. So right now it kind of seems like it makes sense to have it makes sense to kind of have WrestleMania going from country to country, unlike the Super Bowl, which the NFL has only greatly appreciated in America. So you kind of have them bounce from state to state to state to state to state. And a lot of football fans do get upset because they have to pay for fare, they have to pay for airfare, hotel and traveling issues and stuff like that. But people still do it, and the Super Bowl, it's successful. It's successful. WWE is way beyond the United States, and obviously thanks to this deal with Netflix, it's going to be like, okay, the Super Bowl broadcasts from state to state to state to state. Why can't one of the biggest events in wrestling history, like WrestleMania, be broadcasted from country to country to country to country? I feel like it would be great. I feel like it'd be one of the best business decisions ever made by WWE. You have a lot of professional wrestling, is watched within the United States, but behind them is Saudi Arabia. Behind them is Germany. Behind them is Japan. There's all these, and so on and so forth. All these countries are waiting for a WWE event to be, and they're going to pay for it. And that's something that WWE is definitely paying attention to, because, if you have something immediately close, like if I'm somebody who lives in, if I'm somebody who lives in Spain, or if I'm somebody who lives in, what's another country, like Sweden or Great Britain or Ireland, and I find out that they're going to have a WrestleMania at Paris, I would start planning that day. Hell yeah, I'd buy some airfare. I'd buy the cheapest hotel. I'd eat McDonald's for a week straight. I'm just kidding, no. You gotta save some money. Eat top ramen noodles. I don't know. But all I'm saying is WWE is going international. It's going to be big. And it would not surprise me if one day WrestleMania does wind up in Paris. All right, guys, so hey, that's it for me today. Hope you guys had a great time watching the show. Remember to Superman punch that, like and subscribe. Remember to follow us on Twitter /X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, the GSMC Sports Network. Make sure you guys pay attention. Make sure you guys tune into all the other podcasts as well. If I have not made you a wrestling fan by now, we got college sports. We have everything. We have the NFL. We have, all around sports that talk about hockey, soccer, baseball, the NBA, you name it. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the show, and you will do no wrong. It's your boy E here, your favorite wrestling fan, signing out. Stay beautiful, but most importantly, love you.